Hello, all of you bold, brilliant, and beautiful souls. I'm Davina Shemaya, and today I'm going to talk about the difference between being in a flashback and being out of a flashback. Because I feel like for me, that's been one of the key things is just simply recognizing it so that you can manage the flashback when you're actually in it. So I have a list here of some common feelings that you'll feel if you're in a flashback, and then how to know when you're not in a flashback. Um, so in a flashback, we often feel scared or anxious. This is a very common one, or possibly even just sort of an on edge kind of feeling, just not, not able to fully, be relaxed. So that's a very common one. And of course, the opposite of that would be, yeah, feeling relaxed, feeling safe, feeling secure. So yeah, once you can see the difference and you can really recognize that anytime you're in fear, that is a flashback, because that's not our natural, not our natural state. Another one is feeling ashamed. This is, one of the core feelings of, when you've had narcissistic abuse, is you will feel shame. And so, yeah, and can be so like, you don't even know that you're in it until you start naming it and saying, oh, I feel ashamed. Oh my gosh, then I'm not a despicable, pathetic loser of a human being, but I'm just feeling ashamed. So, yeah, that can be a real turning point when you can recognize that. And of course, the opposite of that, you're not in a flashback, you're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel confident. You're going to have a sense of pride. Yeah, just a general sense of, I'm okay, just the way I am. Another one, in flashback, you might feel sad or depressed, or you might be, heartbroken, any of those kind of sad feelings. And yeah, and of course, the opposite, if you're not in a flashback, you may not be like, woohoo, happy, like ecstatic. You don't have to be like that, but it can just be a general sense of feeling just sort of a light kind of like happiness, like, like all is well in the world kind of thing. And like it's easy to smile, like, yeah. And in a flashback, you'll probably have flashbacks where you feel angry, enraged, or maybe just, irritated, annoyed in quite a strong way. And the opposite of that, out of the flashback, you'll notice, feeling really peaceful and a sense of feeling content. I think that's one that I notice. Another one, feeling exhausted is in a flashback. Exhaustion is a flashback. I've realized that lately, that exhaustion is actually something that you experienced in your childhood. And, if you're having flashbacks, you're re-experiencing that exhaustion, because it's exhausting being a people pleaser. It really is absolutely exhausting. When we're not in a flashback, we have our energy, we have our exuberance. Yeah, there's a sense of energy flowing. And in a flashback, you might feel hopelessness and despair. This is a very common one, because you can imagine, as a small child, yeah, you're stuck with these very abusive parents, and there's no way out. So it can be feel very hopeless, and we can get into those kind of situations, which brings up those kind of feelings again. And of course, the opposite would be feeling hopeful, feeling optimistic. And for me, it's even just a sense of possibility. Suddenly, like, I come out of the flashback and I'm like, wow, so many things are possible. Woohoo! It's a sense of like, my future's going to be fine. Everything's fine. Um, you know, um, let's see, another one, feeling in your flashback, feeling disconnected or lonely, like just really feeling a sense of separateness from the world, from other people. And that's usually tied in with the shame, just sensing that you don't belong or you're not actually there, you know. Um, and the opposite, out of a flashback, a sense of feeling connected to yourself, to others, to the world, and and a sense of belonging, like I belong here. I'm part of everything, you know. I'm not this, you know, like outsider kind of thing. Another one is if you're in a flashback, feeling dissociated. This is very common, that we just kind of leave our bodies and we're not in our bodies. So yeah, it can be a very kind of floaty kind of feeling, like you're not really planted on the ground. And of course, the opposite of that is feeling grounded in your body, feeling like just like you feel the whole weight of your body. You might even feel the size of your body. Um, yeah, in like feeling your body in space kind of feeling. Another one in flashback, you might feel stressed or overwhelmed. Things just feel like they're too much, can't handle it kind of feeling. Or on the flip side, you might feel bored. You might think, oh, this is boring. This isn't interesting. That's a sneaky one. I didn't know that, but I've noticed it sometimes when I've been taking care of children, because taking care of children is never boring. So when I know I'm there, I know that that it's me, and it's, again, I think it's linked to the shame. I think so many things are linked to the shame. Um, and the opposite is feeling really engaged, really interested in things, interested in life. Everything is, you know, becomes fascinating and wonderful and beautiful. And I guess that brings me to another one. In a flashback, um, things might not look, I wouldn't say ugly, but I want to say like kind of the dullness. There's a dullness to things. Like things aren't just really popping out with, you know, brightness and color. Because I know, like, when I'm out of a flashback, the beauty can be remarkable. You know, just looking at a tree or a flower, and suddenly all the details and the just the aliveness of it comes out. So that's another one. And what else I have here? One more. When you're in a flashback, you might feel like you're stuck, like things are difficult, or like you're struggling. And out of the flashback, you're going to feel your creativity. You're going to feel in the flow. You're going to feel ease. And it's pretty amazing. So yeah, I hope this might have been helpful for you in some way. I certainly noticed it today. I was in a flashback today. Holy moly, like anxiety, just frantic and like really panicky kind of state. And it just like switched like night and day this afternoon. Suddenly I'm like, wow, I'm feeling really relaxed, really in my body. And yeah, this sense of like the possibility and the just a contentness. So it is possible to start experiencing life on the other side. Like it really is a different world, and you will get there. This is a slow and painful process that it is. Um, and if you start to get out of the flashbacks, try to remember those moments, and, you know, I don't know, write them down so that you can, like, when you're in a flashback, remember that, oh yeah, but I had this time when I was actually out of the flashback and that's how it felt. So yeah. I am Davina, and you can find me at Boldness Blooming. I am wishing you many, many blessings of grace and peace and ease on your journey of healing and awakening. Thanks for watching.